We all know moving to a new house or apartment is no easy feat, especially if you have kids or pets. But no fear, I am here to help you today with a few moving tips and your moving day survival kit. Welcome to Domestic Goddess Dani, where I, your self-proclaimed domestic goddess, am here to help, inspire, and motivate you to bring out your inner domestic goddess or god. Please hit like and subscribe to see more adventures in homemaking. Doesn't it just seem like everybody's buying a new house this year? It's crazy because the housing market's crazy, right? Well, I'm no different. I'm getting a new house myself as well, and if you're moving, here's a few tips to help you along. First tip, if you have the luxury of time like I did, I had several months considering the circumstances of the house we bought, try to pack your stuff over the course of several weeks. I've had the luxury of that time. I know not everybody does when they're buying a new house, but if you do have the luxury, start packing the things that you don't use every day. Your decorations, any kind of seasonal clothes that are out of season, or just anything that you're not using on a regular basis that you can go without until your new move. Next suggestion is get multiple size boxes. Now, I've heard people who like using all the same size boxes because they say they stack better in their moving truck or whatnot, and that again depends on if you're even renting a moving truck, but I personally like different size boxes because then I can pack the heavier stuff in the smaller boxes. That way they're easier to carry, and the light stuff in the larger boxes because you'll be able to fit more and you'll have less boxes of the light stuff overall to carry. That's a personal preference thing, I think, but personally, like I said, I like the multiple size boxes because it just makes it easier for me to carry the stuff. Starting 1 to 2 months out, or really as soon as you know you're getting that house or apartment, make a to-do list of things that need to be done, whether it is donating or getting rid of old clothes or items or whatnot, what needs to be cleaned out, what needs to be packed, and all of that good stuff. I keep a daily journal, and what I did was in the back of my journal, I wrote down my to-do list, and these are just different things that I needed to do through the course of about 2 months, and it's literally specific. I have every room, like pack my craft room, pack the nursery, pack my bedroom, pack the kitchen, all that. Make sure you write down everything you need to do. Do you need to rent a U-Haul? Make sure you write down on here that you need to change your address, cancel or set up your services, all that kind of stuff. It'll just help having a checklist to keep you organized. Along those same lines, I also did the last week that I'm moving, which is this week. I have my daily list of tasks of things I want to accomplish before I move, just so that it's a little smoother for me. I have a 9-month-old baby, so I really have to try to stay focused, or else nothing's gonna get done, nothing's gonna get packed, nothing's gonna get cleaned, and it's all gonna be a stressful rush last minute. Next tip, make sure you have a game plan for your children or dogs if you have to worry about that. Make sure you have somebody that can help watch them if you need it, somebody that can help move if you need that, and make sure you have an idea of, if you have like baby or young children, what they're going to be eating that day specifically on moving. And if you're the kind of person who can't live without internet like me, make sure that you have your utilities set up for your moving day or the following day, just so that you don't have to go without internet for a week or more, or whatever other services that you need immediately when you move in. So the week that you're moving, it's a good idea to eat off of paper or plastic plates, plasticware, cups, things like that. I even have some old coffee cups that were left around, hanging around for years, so I just figured I'd use these up as well. That way you can pack all your dishes, all your cups and things like that, not have to worry about it, and then you can just toss these. Another tip is if you have a lot of furniture or things that you are not taking with you, try to make sure that you get rid of those ahead of time. If it's something like a couch or whatever you're not taking with you, do it, the week before your last week so that you still have somewhere to sit in your house, because I'm kind of dealing with that right now. We got rid of our couch last weekend, and we got like 2 weeks now that we're couchless, but No big deal, we'll just sit on the floor. That's where the baby plays anyways. But this way, you don't have that last minute hassle of, oh my gosh, I need to take this, that, the other thing, the bookcase, the couch, the carpet. I need to get rid of everything still on your last day or your actual moving day. It'll all be done and taken care of, so mostly what you can focus on when your moving day comes is the actual moving. When bubble wrapping or wrapping precious items that you don't want to break, make sure that you fit the boxes snugly so that there isn't room for it to shift if you're putting it on a moving truck or even just normal carrying, transporting. If you have stuff you don't want to break, make sure it's packed in tightly, and this is kind of how you want to do it. So as you can see that I already have half of this box packed, but it's all in a single layer on the bottom that I've also separated with some of this extra non-slip padding that I used to have in my cupboards. This creates an extra protective barrier when you're stacking multiple glass pieces. Also, you want to be aware of like coffee cups with the handles. Make sure you try to pack those with the handles out. That's way you risk less damage from things being stacked on top of the handles and cracking them. As you can see here, now that I have packed the rest of this box, there's not very much room for my fingers to fit in between the glass and the side of the box. This is how you want to have it packed, so they're all nice and snug in there. Everything is up against each other, including filling the whole box. That way you won't have things moving and shifting around during the move process. And all I did then was also cover the very top layer with more of that non-stick padding. That way my entire box was nice and full. Also, make sure you label every side of your box with glass or fragile so there is no mistaking that there is something fragile in that box for you or your movers or your husband or anybody else. As you're packing along, especially things like your bathroom or your kitchen, try to, clean as you go. It'll just make it easier. So you clean out one drawer, give it a vacuum, a wipe out, and then you're good to go on to the next thing. This way, it doesn't feel like a mountain of things to clean after you've just packed a mountain of things. Manageability, that's what we're going for here. Get my drift? The last tip I have for you is don't forget your moving day survival kit. That's what this whole video is about, and we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes right now. And here I have written up, again, another handy dandy checklist. Can you tell I'm a list person? I love making lists. I love checking them off. It's so satisfying. So I have my checklist of everything I need, and obviously, you need to customize it to what you need personally. But here are the things that I have in my moving day survival kit and essentials. Now, like I said, I talked about having the paper plates and cups and whatnot. So I have, a stack of paper cups. I've got some plates, my handy dandy coffee cups. We got the forks, spoons, plasticware, things like that, to make it all much easier when it comes time to move, so that you don't have to pack your dishes at the very last second. Another item I have is a jug of water. Now, I use the water for my baby anyways, so this is actually really convenient for me. However, feel free to buy whatever beverages you and your family like to drink. Just make sure it's a jug or bottles, just something that's manageable, something you can, carry back and forth on moving day, so when you get thirsty, you have something you can drink. Along with something to drink, also make sure you have an easy snack to take with you. I have homemade protein bars that I actually don't have with me right now, but they're in my fridge. So we're gonna have some homemade protein bars for our snack that day, just so if we get hungry, we have something to nibble on. Again, whatever you and your family enjoy, try to just have an easy, non-perishable type snack that you can bring back and forth. You're definitely going to want to also have some cleaning products with you as well. So if you have extras, it's great. Then you can pack your survival kit even that much further ahead of time. If not, just throw it in last minute after you're done cleaning your house. No big deal. But you definitely want to have an all-purpose cleaner or a Windex or a, multi-tool that does both for you. Along with that, make sure you also have your paper towel or microfiber cloth or whatever you like to clean with. I also recommend some gloves, because you never know what you might get into when you get in your new house or even your own house when you're trying to clean it out. There's always, corners and things that you don't see, and things get nasty, but I digress. Toilet paper, it's another thing. Make sure you have a roll of toilet paper for the new house you can just throw in as soon as you get there in case anybody's got to go to the bathroom right away. Amongst other cleaning stuff, we also have a roll of trash bags because you never know what you're going to have to throw away. And I have some all-purpose cleaning wipes just to wipe down any surfaces real quick, Next up, I have a shower liner and a shower curtain, just so me and my husband, we can take a shower after a long day of moving and not have to, dig through things to find a shower curtain or whatever. We just popped into Walmart. The liner was like $4. The shower curtain, we just got a cheap one to start, is like $3 because, I gotta still design the whole thing. So. Now, among some miscellaneous things that you're gonna want to bring with you just in case, I'm the type of person who I need to be over prepared whatever I do because God forbid something goes wrong. But I do suggest bringing some screwdrivers. You never know what you might have to assemble or disassemble. I'm also bringing an Allen wrench because in my case, I have a crib to disassemble and reassemble as soon as we get to the new house. So I got some tools as well as a hammer because you never know. Along with some tools, I'm also bringing a measuring tape because when I get there, we're gonna have to do a few measurements, we need to get a new couch ASAP, a new rug ASAP, so I wanna get some measurements before chaos hits. And then you also want to bring a few other things like tape. I have some painter's tape, some duct tape, and I'm also going to bring an extra roll of packing tape. The packing tape is the most important one because you don't know if you're going to need it last minute, you need any more boxes or a box breaks or whatever. You just want to have a little extra packing tape as well. Along with, I have some permanent markers and pens just in case someone needs to write something, I guess. Now, what I don't have on me right now because I still have like 3 days until we're officially moving, the last minute kind of stuff. So what else you want to include is don't forget a phone charger. Don't forget a toothbrush. I actually bought some new ones, so we're just gonna toss the ones that we're using right now out when we leave, and we'll just have some new ones when we get to the new house. Make sure if you have kids that you have their diaper bag packed, and make sure they have everything they're going to need for the majority of that day. So, extra diapers, wipes, bottles, formula, your pump if you need that, any toys, books, games, blankets, extra clothes, bibs, anything that baby might need for an entire day, you want to make sure is in that diaper bag. Some towels, like I said, you're going to want to shower most likely when you get there. So, make sure your towels are with your survival kit instead of packed away so you don't have to worry about digging them out or you forgot where you put them or they're on the bottom of a giant stack of boxes. Keep your towels with your bag. I mentioned cleaning products. I totally forgot hand soap. You're going to want to also bring a bottle of hand soap to go along with that toilet paper. You know what I mean? And last but not least, make sure you have a first aid kit. I have an extra first aid kit and we always keep one in our truck just in case any emergencies happen on the road. But again, especially you got kids and even yourself, like you get frustrated taking things out, furniture, box falls on you, whatever. Like you might need a Band-Aid or something. So make sure you got a first aid kit. And lastly, for me personally, because I have 2 dogs, I'm bringing an extra sheet. This is like an old junk sheet from an old bed set, and we use it to put it on the back seat of our truck so our dogs can lay and we don't get hair or mud or dirt, whatever, all over the car. So any other personal items that are specific to you and your family that meet your needs, make sure you write that down on your checklist and you have it in your survival kit. All right, y'all, and that is it for me today, and I hope that your move goes as smoothly as I hope my move goes, and that you all have a wonderful life in your new place. Good luck, and just remember, keep it planned, keep it simple, and it'll make your life so much more stress-free. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other helpful moving tips or which one was your favorite from this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all later.